KSP. Kerbal Space Program is undoubtedly one of, if not the best space simulation game out there, and that is despite the fact that it was released over 10 years ago at this point in time. I've actually had this game in my Steam library for quite a while now. I've had it for, I believe, 2 or 3 years. And I've accumulated over 100 hours in this game, so I decided that it'd be a good idea to make a career mode series and upload it to YouTube. But I'll be making things more difficult for myself by changing these settings up. But before I start career mode, I ran into a really big issue, something that just bothered me. You see this flag design right here? Yeah, it's looking a little boring, so I think it's gonna need a bit of a makeover. Wow, what a beautiful flag. Yeah, this looks great. Our space program started like any other, which is by accepting the very first mission, which all we had to do really was just get science. I then decided to accept the launch our first vessel contract and made 2 alarm clocks for interplanetary transfers, one for Dress and one for Duno. I did this so I could give myself a deadline until which I would have to advance my technology far enough to be able to send a rocket interplanetary. This way we wouldn't be missing any early launch windows and we'd be sending the rockets off as soon as we can. After that, I decided to just get a bunch of science by doing a bunch of different situations, landed at the runway and all that, before I actually decided to launch my first rocket, which is what you guys are going to see up next. Okay, all of our science instruments are prepared. Off we go. We're gonna escape the atmosphere real soon. I'm pretty sure this should be a good enough vessel to do so. We're gonna reach the upper atmosphere really soon. Okay, it was just enough to get out of the atmosphere. Draw decouple. And we have landed. Perfect. After recovering the vessel, I decided to spend the newly gained 120 science points on upgrading our technology so we could do the next contract, Orbit Kerbin. Just so I can keep you guys updated on everything I did. While we were in space, I did make a strategy, which is the fundraising campaign one, and I also just completed a bunch of contracts that would give us a lot of money. But with that being said, I then proceeded to assemble the rocket that would get our Kerbal into orbit. We're gonna get the pressure readings from the upper atmosphere in space. So let's go ahead and launch this. I actually spent a lot of time in the vehicle assembly building tweaking these few things in the engines, the thrust to weight ratios and all of that, because I wanted to make sure that this little guy right here, Jeb, did not die on me, at least not yet, because accidents do happen, eventually one of them will lose their lives. But yeah, I did not want to lose anybody this early on, so the next few minutes I just spent making sure that the launch was as efficient as it could be, and trying not to flip the rocket over. Okay, well, that was a pretty good launch. As you guys can see, our orbit is decently circular. See what we can do. Explore Kerbin. This is to return. And I want to upgrade my astronaut complex so we can do EVAs and get science from EVA reports up in space. So yeah, as you guys heard, I proceeded to do a bunch of EVA science reports from space, and I decided to incline my orbit just a tiny bit with the fuel I had remaining, so I could get across more biomes, and therefore more science when we return. However, we are soon going to find ourselves at the most difficult part of our mission, the re-entry. Everything had to go correctly, so I'm just going to let you guys observe. Yeah, no, we're definitely not landing at the KSC. We're landing on water. No. Really wish we didn't, but it is what it is. I should do an EVA report here in the upper atmosphere. Hold on. Really quickly. Boom. Perfect. Our ablator's holding up nicely. That's good. I'm gonna make sure my parachute deploys earlier. Look at the KSC right there. It's barely visible, but you can see like the lights and stuff. After recovering the spacecraft, I decided I would like to level Valentina Kerman up, and that required launching her into orbit as well. But in order to get more EVA science, I would send her in a polar orbit so we could get the northern ice cap, I believe is what it's called, that biome, and then the southern one as well. However, let's just say that this second launch attempt clearly didn't go to plan. Oh, I really ruined this launch, man. Frick. Our capsule, I think it might explode. Come on, I think we're actually gonna get through the atmosphere before that happens. There's no saving this. There's no saving this. After successfully aborting this mission, I decided I'd give it another go. Believe it or not, this second launch went extremely well. In fact, so well that I was able to raise my apoapsis up to an altitude of 250 kilometers, which allowed me to get some more science. Space high. Space high. Space high. Having gained tons of science points, I decided we were going to be able to explore the Mun, which meant getting a flyby of the Mun. Additionally, this was going to be the most difficult and riskiest mission by far, because if our Kerbal got stranded out in deep space and had very little fuel remaining, there was absolutely no going back. Keeping this in mind, I'm ensured that the rocket had enough fuel and was as safe as possible. Okay, everything is auto-strutted to the heaviest part. Here we go. We only have one chance at this. Turning this is going to be a nightmare because we have no gimbal on these engines. I probably should have done that. Yeah, it's falling too quickly for my liking. This was extremely inefficient, dude. Holy sh! That's a lot of money wasted. Holy sh! 20,000 bucks. Oh my god, dude. So as you guys were able to see, the first launch did not go as planned, like completely. I messed the launch up. I was gonna have to change the engines on these side boosters, just a lot of things, so I had to head back to the vehicle assembly building and relaunch this rocket. I thought I had adjusted the thrust-to-weight ratios, man. Another fucking mission wasted because I didn't adjust the thrust-to-weight ratios. Dude, I swear I read them and they were fine. Well, you know what they say. Third try's a charm. I honestly have very little hope. Don't flip on me. Dude, I swear to God, everything is going so f***ing bad for me today. Holy shit. Insane how despite the fact that we added those extra boosters, it barely made a difference because I don't know how to play this game correctly. We're still gonna burn tons of f***ing fuel. Okay, we have a pretty circular orbit. I'd say like about here is where I want to start my burn. I think we will have enough boost in the tank to fuel in the tank to return from this flyby. At least that's what I'm hoping, because I very obviously do not want to leave a Kerbal stranded. I'm gonna go just a tiny bit over so we don't crash right into the mun. I think that should be enough for us to not crash into the mun. And now we go on our way to fly by the mun. Okay, I think we've captured it. We aren't crashing directly into it. That's great. EVA. I think we have enough boost to get close to the mun. God, I think we're gonna get an orbit of the mun here. That is too far. I don't think we have enough Delta V. I think that this is too far. I really hope not. Come on, please tell me you have enough Delta V to return. This could have gone really badly, actually. This could have gone extremely bad. Extremely wrong. I don't think we have enough ablator. I hope we do. Boom, 109. 475! Yes, 475 science points is indeed quite impressive. However, I had to use up a lot of money upgrading the mission control and the tracking station so that I would be prepared for my next big contract. Landing on the mun. So I had to head back right into the vehicle assembly building after upgrading my technology and started building my probe to land on the mun, because doing a manned mission was way too risky at this point in time. Okay, my probe is ready to land on the mun. We're gonna get it prepared. We're getting it prepared here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So far it's decently stable. Okay, the control on this, the attitude control is really good. But if for some reason it wants to roll. What is going on? What is going on? What is this? It's flying so wonky. It's flying so wonky, man. What the heck? We abort mission. Abort, abort, abort. Let's try and save it, you know? We don't really risk anything. This save attempt went, I would say, about as well as you could expect. After switching the engines out for one with gimbal, we were all set and ready for another launch. Why does it roll though? Why does it want to start rolling? Like, look, it just want to start rolling on its own. Uh-oh, we have an issue. The clamshell got stuck to the spacecraft. I think it's gonna blow it up. I'm gonna spin around, see if it gets off. Okay, I think it did. We're cool. We saved it. I then moved on with my launch, and turns out we were in fact not safe because I soon realized something quite late into the launch. Our antenna is damaged! What? The freaking clamshell! Everything was going great, dude. Well, not really, but... Didn't think the antenna would break. Oh my fuck god, dude. As much as I would like to say that everything went smoothly after this, that is unfortunately not gonna be the case. Okay, this second launch was far better. Okay, we finally have a circular orbit. Okay, now we can do this mission. We only have one chance to land. We have to land around here. I'm really nervous, man. I have never been good at powered landings. I think I started it too late. Oh crap, come on, please. Actually, no, I think we're good. I think I started this too late. Fuck, man. Well, this is GG. I'm gonna have to go for another try, man. This is really unfortunate because everything was going so well up until now. Everything was going perfectly, man. Everything was going great. Holy shit. At least we got some money. So we can keep trying this, but we don't have to worry about going into a deficit. Don't do this to me again. Come on, just deploy. Get away from the craft. I even put more strength. Why are these getting stuck, man? Making me... Okay, now I can retract it. Eventually it'll come off, right? Dude, it won't come off. There we go, it's off. Okay, we're here again. Where do I want to land? I learned from my mistakes. I gotta start burning really soon. Far sooner than I thought. I don't think we will. Come on. We got this. Okay, we do. We're good. Oh my god, we're gonna do it. Oh my god, we did it. We did it, dude. Let's go. Alright, hold on. Oh my god. Yes! Let's go, dude. Alright, hold on, let me land. We did it! Hey, we got some science. Yes! You know, we completed the contract. Now we can try to fly towards another biome, towards this crater, so west. Stop, cut the engines, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. New method of traveling on the moon unlocked. That's not good. That's not good. Well, there goes all the science possibilities we had. The probe just blew up. Alright, buddy. You gave us really valuable stuff. However, your mission is over. There we go. So yeah, once again, third try is in fact the charm. And I did get a lot of science from this probe, obviously, but I won't make any upgrades to the tech tree just yet. I'm gonna wait until next episode to see what I'm gonna focus on doing so that I can upgrade my tech tree according to my needs. But with that being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, you know, show some support, and subscribe to the channel, as well as turn on the notifications on so you can keep updated when I upload a new video. And I will see you guys in the next one.